In the English language, we have letters that are known as vowels, such as A, O, U, E, I, and sometimes Y. What are vowels? Vowels are sounds made through speech as a result of an open configuration of the vocal tract. In the Arabic language, we have both short and long vowels. However, they don't come in the form of clear-cut letters like in English. Instead, they are shown by vowel markings called haraka or harakat for plural. Harakat are the movements or duration in which a sound is made. They don't really have a designated time, but it's typically regarded as less than a second. The reciter determines how long each haraka will be, and this sets the tone for the remainder of the recitation, as one should remain consistent. The short vowels are adhamma, fatha, kasra, and the sukoon. These four are all one haraka, and they are shown as symbols above or below a certain letter. Let's dive in deeper to understand these four. Adhamma is written above the letter and resembles a waw. The sound it makes is oo, so when you combine it with a letter such as ba, it becomes bu. A fatha is written above the letter and resembles a short line sloping down to the left. The sound it makes is, when you combine it with a letter such as ba, becomes ba. A kasra, written below the letter and also resembles a short line sloping down to the left, the sound it makes is e. So when you combine it with a letter such as ba, it becomes b. And finally, sukoon, which is written above the letter and resembles a small circle. Sukoon doesn't really have a sound. It is used when the preceding letter that has a vowel is joined to a letter such as a bab, tab, lab. I do want to make a special note here. When we recite the Quran and we come across a word with a letter which has a sukoon, though it has no real sound to it, there is a haraka involved after all. For example, in the following segment, there are a few words which have a letter and a sukoon that have no special rule associated with them. And I want you to see how I recite this. وَمِنْ آيَاتِهِ أَنْ خَلَقَ لَكُم مِّنْ أَنفُسِكُمْ أَزْوَاجًا لِتَسْكُنُوا إِلَيْهَا. And now for the long vowels, which are two haraka usually. These do not have individual names like the short vowels. Rather, they are formed when one of the three letters alif, waw, and ya have a sukoon, and they are preceded by a letter with the corresponding short vowel, such as bu, ba, bi. This concludes the lesson on the vowels. There are other symbols that are relevant, but we shall address them in later segments, inshaAllah.